Okay, bros. We're here for the NXT Takeover in your house predictions. Who will be the NXT champion at the end of the night? Now, here's your host. Okay, bros, I'm your host, Jimmy the Gibson, and this is the NXT Takeover in your house predictions. Now, we had to create a separate video for these predictions because yours truly, Jimmy the Gibson, is going to break down each match, why they're going to be where they are, what's going to happen, and what's going to happen moving forward. So, let's get started. What I think the opening match to this takeover will be is none other than the match with all the titles on the line, practically, the 6-man tag team match. And bros, this match is going to be off the charts crazy. I mean, bodies are going to be flying everywhere. It is going to be your challengers. Legado del Phantasma, Santos Escobar, Raul Mendoza, and Joaquin Wilde versus the trio of the NXT North American Champion, Bronson Reed, Colossal, Thick Boy Bronson Reed, and the NXT Tag Team Champions of the World, MSK. And this is going to be absolutely crazy. What a great concept. And my prediction is this. Going to be absolutely crazy. You're going to see a lot of false finishes, a lot of broken up pinfalls because it's a 6-man tag. I think action's going to get out of control. The ref's going to have no order by the end of this match. People are going to be flying out of the ring and diving left and right. There's going to be multiple finishers towards the end. And this would be the time to really swerve NXT and shake things up. Legado del Phantasma bringing those titles home, both the tag titles and the North American title, would just be monumental. However, your winners will be Bronson Reed and MSK. That's right. They're going to retain the titles here. Only reason being, they basically just won them. MSK had, I think, 1 or 2 title defenses so far. They're not going to lose the titles until they come up against Ciampa and Thatcher or the grizzled young veterans. But Legado del Phantasma are absolutely on fire right now, firing on all cylinders. This match, going to be fun to watch. Then moving forward, you can still have individual matches with Santos Escobar versus Bronson Reed. You can, again, do Legado del Phantasma versus MSK, and then mix in Ciampa and Thatcher and the grizzled young veterans. Going to be an amazing start to today's takeover. So, coming up next, match number 2 out of 5 on this card will be Mercedes Martinez versus Xia Li. Now, we have a women's championship match coming in later, so that's why this is going to be placed a little earlier on the card. So we don't have back-to-back men's or women's matches for that matter. This match is going to go on a little earlier because I don't feel that fans are that much invested in it, myself included. Big fan of Mercedes Martinez. I think she has put in the work, the effort over the numerous years she's on the indie scene, and this is her big chance. This is a big takeover match for her, and this match, it's either going to stand up and deliver, or it's going to flop, and this is on Mercedes to make that happen, make this match carry on to stand up and deliver. Xia Li, much more inexperienced than Mercedes Martinez. What I'm really hoping here is if we're continuing Xia Li and Tian Sha with this Mei Ying creepy character, Boa by her side, Mei Ying has to get involved. Cost Mercedes Martinez the match. Maybe just take her out permanently. Just knock her out of NXT, and then maybe a few weeks or a month or two from now, she'll appear on Raw or SmackDown as Mercedes Martinez. But I really think this is the time where you need to see Mei Ying get involved and really take Tian Sha. And if NXT is going to go forward with this, you got to go all the way right now. So, with that being said, bros, your winner of this grudge match will be Xia Li. Look for a big takeover, her first takeover match. So keep that in mind. Look for a big win from Xia Li to avenge her defeat in the Mae Young Classic to Mercedes Martinez. Coming up next, match number 3 will be the $1 Million Legacy ladder match for not the NXT Championship, but the $1 Million Championship. And when I saw that come out this past week on NXT, I was floored. I mean, to bring that $1 Million Championship back, I mean, touches all the nostalgia that's out there. I mean, you got Ted DiBiase. Yeah, I mean, you hear the theme song, money, 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 money. He got the laugh. You've got a ladder match now, and they're going to be climbing that ladder for the $1 Million Championship. I mean, stakes are at an all-time high. And truthfully, bros, this is probably the match I'm most looking forward to. I mean, everybody wants to know who's going to be the NXT champion, the NXT women's champion by the end of the night. But the $1 Million Championship, this legacy match, has so much hype behind it. I mean, you've got Cameron Grimes squaring away against L.A. Knight. And these two guys, along with the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase, have put in the work to make this match as hyped up as possible. Now, it's really a coin flip on which way this is going to go. The $1 Million Man, during his whole career, was one of the most ruthless villains in all of professional wrestling. And you can kind of see that in L.A. Knight. L.A. Knight. The guy's just an ass. I mean, hilarious, and he's got charisma coming out of his pores. The guy can talk a mile a minute. He says exactly what's on his mind. He knows where he's going. He's cocky. He's got the charisma. He's got a good body, and his wrestling ability is very good. He backs it up in the ring. And then you have Cameron Grimes. That's right. To the moon, Cameron Grimes. Is this going to be a twist on the $1 Million Man, where he's going to be that southern hillbilly version of the $1 Million Man? Cameron Grimes, the guy can talk. He's got charisma. He's absolutely hilarious. And I think he actually has a little bit of an edge on LA Knight as far as his in-ring performance. I mean, that standing Spanish fly that he pulls out during some of his matches, phenomenal. Great finishing move with that cave-in. LA Knight's his diamond cutter, or cutter, whatever he calls it. We don't know a name of it yet. That's pretty brutal as well, but Cameron Grimes, his finisher is pretty good. But this match is not going to end with a finisher. No, this match could end by some interference from the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase himself. It could, but since I'm saying there's going to be some interference from Tian Sha in the match before, I really hope they don't go back-to-back interferences in matches. Just let this one play out. It's a ladder match. Someone's going to take there's going to be multiple brutal bumps off the ladder, on a ladder, to the outside. Match is going to be a car crash waiting to happen. But I think it's going to end with some sort of brutal bump off the ladder, and someone's going to take that slow climb, grab the $1 Million Championship, and then they're going to celebrate with Ted DiBiase. So I'm going to say Ted DiBiase is not going to get involved in this match, and I'm going to say your winner, he needs a big win here in NXT, is going to be Cameron Grimes to the moon. He is going to be your $1 million champion in NXT. You know why, bros? Because after this, you can have him then defend the $1 million championship on an upcoming NXT Wednesday night against none other than L.A. Knight. He can get a rematch just by coming out there and calling Cameron Grimes a piece of shit. So, I mean, you have a built-in storyline. These guys, bravo for the work they put in for this upcoming TakeOver match. Our next match of the night is going to be a championship match. The fourth match of the night will be your NXT Women's Championship match. Your champion, Raquel Gonzalez, versus your challenger, Ember Moon. Now, Ember Moon, a former NXT Women's Champion. Raquel Gonzalez has defended her title, I believe just once, against Mercedes Martinez. So, it's a big title defense for Raquel. But Ember Moon's a former champion. You can't make her look like trash. What I think is going to happen is there will be some sort of interference from Dakota Kai. But it will not end the match. This will not cost Ember Moon the match because there will be interference on Ember Moon's behalf in the returning Shotzi Blackheart. Shotzi Blackheart's going to come out, beat the crap out of Dakota Kai. They're going to probably do some sort of crazy spot on the outside. I hope they don't fight to the backstage area. I hope it's like some sort of crazy thing. Shotzi takes out Dakota Kai. Ember Moon's going to hit the Eclipse. But Raquel Gonzalez is going to kick out, is going to hit Ember Moon with that one-arm powerbomb for the 1, 2, 3. Raquel Gonzalez, your winner, and still NXT Women's Champion. Now, after that, they're clearly setting up a rematch for the returning Io Shirai. And don't be surprised, bros, if we get a little bonus match on this TakeOver. I'm seeing Io Shirai and Poppy. That's right, Poppy, the musical star Poppy, versus Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell. Whether the titles are on the line or not, I think you're going to see this tag team match. Could be a surprise bonus match tonight on TakeOver in your house. But nonetheless, Io Shirai will be getting her rematch for the NXT Women's Championship. So look out for that. And I really do still believe that Dakota Kai and Raquel Gonzalez are going to break up. Dakota's going to turn on Raquel and challenge for the NXT Women's Championship. And I wouldn't be surprised if Dakota Kai wins it. Dakota Kai wins it. Raquel Gonzalez gets moved on to Raw or SmackDown, perhaps, in the coming months. But if you do spin that breakup and turn Raquel Gonzalez into a face, you've got Toni Storm, a great heel she can challenge. You've got Candice LeRae. You've got Indy Hartwell. And you've got Mercedes Martinez. And you've got Xia Li coming off of a big TakeOver win, which I predicted earlier, over Mercedes Martinez. So you have a lot of top heel challengers if you turn Raquel Gonzalez into a face. So now, what we're all waiting for, what we're all going to stay on the air tonight to watch and see, your NXT Championship match. Your champion, Karrion Kross, is going to be accompanied by Scarlett Bordeaux, and it's going to be an over-the-top, crazy entrance, even more so than it always is. I'm really hoping they have the house set up on the entrance ramp, and I think that's where it's going to come into play in this match. You've got 5 people in this match. Karrion Kross defends the NXT Championship against Johnny Gargano. They don't call him Johnny Takeover for nothing. He's going to defend the NXT Championship against Pete Dunne, the Bruiserweight. This guy always delivers big-time matches. He's going to be defending the NXT Championship against Kyle O'Reilly, who's really coming into his own in NXT and cementing himself as a bona fide main eventer. And he's going to be defending the championship against Adam Cole, baby! That's right, Adam Cole, baby, returning to NXT in the main event scene. He's going after the NXT Championship. And when Adam Cole, baby, is in a main event, you know it's going to deliver. Karrion Kross, Johnny Gargano, Pete Dunne, Kyle O'Reilly, Adam Cole, baby. The action is going to be tremendous. Now, I do think the build-up to this match was maybe a little rushed and kind of just like thrown together. But could it be, let's just throw this out there, bros, could it be this is the time when Karrion Kross loses the NXT Championship to a Pete Dunne, to a Johnny Gargano, to a Kyle O'Reilly, to Adam Cole, baby, without even being pinned himself? Could Karrion Kross lose the championship but not lose the match? And then we see him move on to Raw or SmackDown. I mean, Karrion Kross versus Bobby Lashley, Karrion Kross versus Roman Reigns, Karrion Kross versus Drew McIntyre, Karrion Kross versus Seth Rollins. These are all big money matchups that WWE is going to want to see over the next few years. So it's only a matter of time. Could this be the night that Karrion Kross loses the championship and cements himself as an unbeatable force in NXT? And if that's the case, who's going to win? Johnny Takeover? Is he going to get reign number 2? Is Kyle O'Reilly going to finally be able to play guitar on a championship belt again? Is Pete Dunne, the Bruiserweight, is he going to cement his legacy in NXT as he had already done in NXT UK? I mean, that guy, he just doesn't put on a bad match. Or is it going to be reign number 2 of the longest reigning NXT champion of all time, the greatest NXT champion ever, Adam Cole, baby? Your winner, Jimmy the Gibson's prediction, your winner, NXT Championship Match, Fatal 5-Way will be Karrion Kross. That's right, bros. Karrion Kross is going to win this match. I think there's going to be 2 or 3 guys taken out. I think Kross is going to hit Johnny Gargano with the forearm to the back of the head, get a pinfall, potentially putting Johnny Gargano in the Kross jacket, and he's going to pass out or tap out. Karrion Kross will retain, will still be your NXT champion. I think down the road they're setting up that you want to see Kross versus Adam Cole one-on-one. You want to see Kross versus Pete Dunne one-on-one. If Johnny Gargano does take the pinfall or submission here, you don't necessarily have to do that one-on-one, but you could. And you're going to want to see Kross versus Kyle O'Reilly. And that's where NXT's going. NXT is going to set up Kyle O'Reilly to be the one to take the title off of Karrion Kross. And he is going to be a big-time player in NXT. And then you can do Kyle O'Reilly versus Adam Cole, baby, part 2 for the title. So there you have it, folks. I'm your host, Jimmy the Gibson. Thank you so much for watching. Please enjoy NXT Takeover in your house tonight. And let's see how Jimmy the Gibson does on his predictions. Will he go 5-4-5, baby? So, please like this video, share this video, subscribe to the channel, and comment below.